Alright, well, this is going to be a sort of Buddhist-esque video. Get away from some of the more negative aspects, you could say, of previous topics, and maybe to a place of helpfulness, maybe is the right word. Kind of share some of my experience of the day that maybe someone will take something from and apply it to their own lives. So today, I had some of the usual negative experiences, which you could think would put me in a bad mood, but surprisingly, that's not how I feel. And just in the past hour or so, I've had a couple moments where I felt like it was kind of, I don't know, my brain, my body, my spirit, whatever you want to call it, touching moments of clarity. And so I'm going to share some of those thoughts with you. Oftentimes, I think Buddhism or meditation or the idea of living in the present moment, all of these ideas, things along those lines, are seen, they've sort of been hijacked, I would say, in a sense, by new agey pseudo hippie types. And maybe they're not pseudo. Who gets to say who is a hippie and who's not? And perhaps that's a topic for another video as far as more of my opinions on hippies. But what I'm really saying is, for those of us who are more on the dark side of things, we play with our negativity often. We bathe in the seas of despair. We aren't shy of our dark side, and we water it often. I think we often feel disconnected towards some Buddhist or present moment ideals. I'm not saying all of us, but there can be a tendency, because you see people who you don't relate to, the live, laugh, love type, or the, some cheesy happiness phrase on whatever form of social media they're using. That's their tagline, is something about, I don't know, some trite line that shows you, is meant to display to you just how happy they are, that somehow they're spreading their love by boasting of their enlightenment, right? Always skeptical of people who seem to be wanting to almost rub it in your face just how happy they are. But these moments of clarity today were just the ability to stop for a minute wherever you are, preferably in an environment that you find beautiful in some way. It doesn't have to be, but it's nice to be outdoors and looking up at the sky or at trees or wherever, if you can get outdoors somewhere, anywhere. You could be just right outside your front door, wherever you are. And you just sort of look around at your surroundings. You can also look inwards, and I want to say without judgment, but it's almost like, don't be judgmental even of your judgmentalness. And that's the piece that I think is often missing, is if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, the messages we often get are sort of kind of like, stop it type messages, right? Just see the bright side in things. Be grateful. Have gratitude. And these are certainly things that I've said in one form or another at times. But what I'm suggesting is that you don't try to say, I can't be this, I can't be that, I can't. you feel it all. You feel the positivity and the negativity and whatever is coming up just flowing through your veins. You take a deep breath and you find something you admire. You find a thought that you hate. It doesn't even fucking matter. It's about letting it flow through you and not judging yourself and not judging yourself for judging yourself. So if you're trying to sit there and you're saying, well, I don't want to be judgmental of myself, I don't want to have negative thoughts, I'm supposed to be doing it. No, it's when you get into a moment where there's no right way of being in the moment. And I know in some ways that this can be a sort of contradicting statement, but that's part of it, is accepting the contradictions of the moment, accepting the way the moment will not be perfect either, and that's okay too. It's that whichever way you turn, you just say, okay. And I think that's, I know I've mentioned the movie Eternal Sunshine before, and I think that's why I've always found that last scene, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it, it's been, 10, 15 years now, so get on it if you're going to see it. But the last scene where they sort of acknowledge all of the future pain and failings that could come from their relationship, and they don't say, it's going to be awesome. They don't say, fuck it. They don't say, no. The answer that they have, that for some reason I would say feels as profound as any moment that I've felt in any movie I've ever seen, really, is they both look at each other and they say, okay. That's it. And that's part of why that moment is so beautiful. Without, I could analyze it further, but I'm trying to focus on the part where they're just saying, okay. This is what's going to happen, maybe. This is what is. Maybe a train is coming full speed ahead towards them, or towards you, or towards me. But it's just saying, okay.
what happens with me.